Hello YouTube community, my name's the Jacket with 13. Today, we're going to be playing some more If My Heart Had Wings. This time though, we got ourselves a little camera up in the top right. So, last time, we were talking with the girls from the, I guess, glider club is what we can call it. I can't remember the actual name at the moment. And we were making paper airplanes. So, let's go ahead and get right back into that one. Using glue and a craft knife, in about 10 minutes, we had finished the paper airplane. By the way, in case you didn't notice, I've changed the text speed so I don't have to continuously click enter each time that I want something to pop up. It'll just pop up. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, but... There's the music! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Coterie. I was waiting for where the music was. I couldn't figure out what was going on with that. Alright. Got myself a little bit of water. Let's go. All done. Amane takes the plane the Coterie had made, takes a good look. Then, she threw it. The paper airplane floated gently as it flew, and landed down near the wall on the other side of the garage. Coterie seems embarrassed at being complimented, as she does, typically. The fucking cognate. Bernoulli's principle, correct? Paper airplanes and jumbo jets are the same? I mean, yeah, basically. Coterie and I both tilted our heads in puzzlement. Befuzzlement, I think, is another potential term for that. Befuzzled, I think. Anyway, we both had a skeptical look on our faces. I can understand that a light paper airplane can fly by riding the wind, but it's hard to imagine that a giant hunk of metal can float in the sky on the same principle. There must be some other method that allows it to fly. Amane goes to pick up the paper airplane that she had just thrown. The size and the material? True. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so more or less. I mean, you kind of need to have wheels for landing, which aren't really in that kind of a paper airplane model. But you've got, like, the typical wings. You've got a nice pointed nose that it can cut through the air. You've got the back tail that allows you to turn. Yeah, I guess that is basically the same stuff. Oh, she's going to explain it. Okay, well, go ahead and prove me either correct or incorrect, Amane. Correct, yeah. I didn't mention that, but yes, that's also true. Right. When she puts it like that, I mean, I guess she is right. I never really paid that much attention to it, though, if I'm honest. Bernoulli's principle, I mean, basically. But, I mean, if we're going to talk about, like, the actuality of it, go ahead and explain. Fair enough. True, yeah. I look baffled again, and Amane smiles a little and rephrases it. I'm pretty good, Aoi, but... Yes, the counterbalance to gravity. I can just imagine the wings cutting the air like a blade. Theorem principle, same thing. Amane nods. Standing beside her, I'm a little freaked out as she so easily comes out with a word like Bernoulli. Well, it's not a word, it's a man, but what the hell is that? We didn't learn that at my school. You had a shitty school then, bro. Fucking Bernoulli's principle is like the most basic of physics things. Or, I guess not necessarily physics, it's more of like a theory of how things move in air, but regardless. Maybe. Gotcha. The air lifts the wings up. It's a phenomenon that's hard to suddenly imagine. So that's Bernoulli's theorem? Amane nodded as if to say, yeah. Okay. As she explains, Amane, why am I changing up the way I said it? Good lord. Is drawing a cross-section of a wing. According to that, an airplane's wings are flat at the bottom, and the top is shaped like a mountain, so it seems like it's semicircular. Apparently, the air on the upper side flows along the raised curved surface and then bends to flow downwards. As for the question of why the air flows along the raised surface, it can only be said that this is because of the nature of the air. So it would seem. The reaction lifts up the wing? I love that Katori knows this. I mean, she's like not as into it yet as Amane is. Amane. I'll get it right one day. Give me a sec. But she definitely seems like she knows enough about it to be, enthusiastic. And I like that. That's cool. Does that mean that when the wing drops in the air, the reaction causes it to float? Yeah, basically. Theoretically that may be so, but I still couldn't imagine how enough lift to cause a several hundred-ton airplane to take off could even be created. However, airplanes do actually fly in the sky, like this is a fact. Right. I don't know if I understand or not. However, I understood that the main wings are the most important part. Now, this will be interesting because I actually don't know what the vertical tailplanes necessarily assist with. I know that the horizontal ones help it with turning. Is the vertical one for helping it gain more lift? Or... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I was completely wrong. I thought, and I see I'm wrong now, that the vertical one would move vertically to help it go up and down, and the horizontal one would move horizontally. I don't know why I thought that though, because that Doesn't make sense. That's a very good point. True. Interesting. I see. So that's why they have small wings on the tail. But if you don't have this, then there's really nowhere to attach the wings. Nice. True. Since that long ago? But the Wright brothers were the first people in the world to fly a plane, right? So nothing has changed since the very first one was made? Interesting. Yeah, I guess so. I always thought that the Wright brothers were the first to fly. The plane that Amine threw curved gently as it flew. She bent the left and right main wings so that they twisted at the back. This time, the plane twisted as it flew. Hey, that's pretty interesting. Seeing this, Kodori started to adjust the tailplane of her own paper airplane. Full of confidence, Kodori threw her paper airplane. Whoa! It did a beautiful loop-the-loop before landing. That's cool, it did a loop-the-loop. I call it a loop-de-loop, but, you know, what do I know? Kodori and I both got really engrossed at adjusting the wings and playing around. Sometimes the paper airplanes displayed some mid-air acrobatics, and other times they didn't fly at all and just crashed into the ground. However, by trying it out for ourselves, we were able to get a real understanding of the role of the wings. By just changing the shape of the wings a little, it can make them fly in many different ways. As she explained, Amine moved to the side of the garage. Then she lovingly laid her hand on the glider. Then? Yeah, didn't make it. Are we gonna fly it without an engine, or does it need one? Okay. We need wings, though. Kodori and I looked at the paper airplanes in our hands. I imagined riding it and flying through the sky. This is just like the fantasies I envisioned as a kid. But the glider in front of me, that was the real thing. Yeah, he did. But it doesn't have an engine, so how does it fly? Paper airplanes gain thrust by being thrown by people. Can you throw a glider? Both I and Kodori gazed at the white aircraft. That day we saw this flying from Windmill Hill. Riding the wind. That expression expresses it so perfectly, the way it flew so smoothly and calmly. Amine nods happily. Oh, okay. That is pretty high up. I still need to know how the fuck we get this off the ground. But Kodori looked at the aircraft with an expression of disbelief. I also couldn't imagine this thing flying above the clouds. Couldn't imagine this thing flying above the clouds, I think is what they meant to go with. It's all good. Have you been there? Above the clouds. Suddenly her mood drops. Ah! Kodo and I realized by... Sorry. Kodo and I react by exchanging glances. Sorry. Oh, that sucks. You okay? So, you mean... Jesus Christ! You say that so nonchalantly. She laughed as she spoke. I mean, you're pretty good with your hands, just not in a craftsy sort of way. You can, like, draw shit really well. Your blueprints were amazing. Yeah, I can imagine it's not easy to find fucking airplane wing material, or glider wing material in this case. Kodai said that so easily. At a school where things like this are taught, they have all of the equipment you may need to make something, from a screw to an aircraft. Why not? Amane, with a troubled look on her face, took some broken parts from a drawer. Oh, dang, dude. Kodori and I gazed at the parts in the palm of Amane's hand. It certainly looks like it wouldn't be easy to make. If it's the kind of thing that can be made in the town factory, there might be something that can be done about it. Amane's eyes light up as I quietly mumble. I don't know until I ask, but I know someone like that. Okay, I'll try asking next time I see him. Can I borrow this? What was the second time? First time was us giving her food. What was the second time? I don't remember. Whoosh. Whoa! Hold up. Suddenly she gives me a full-on hug, and we're even cheek to cheek. You'd thank me once I've actually gotten it. Fair enough. Okay. No, that's enough. Seriously. You know, I don't want to get a nosebleed. Oh, she's a little bit jealous. Kodori was sullenly glaring at me. I wonder if this thing will really fly. Kodori and I both gazed at the glider with the same look on our faces. Hmm? Oh, there it is, okay. The bell rings, interrupting Amane, and also letting us know that that's the end of this episode. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Next time we're going to have the same camera, same spot, and I will see you in the same place, same time next week. Catch ya.